Oh, we're on now, are we? Second attempt. The little thing kept going round and round and round and round and round, and I gave up. I've come back again. Here we are. Apologies. But no blog in the past 2 days. Sorry about that. There was a thing crawling on the painting. Where did it go? What was it? No, I don't know what it was. Some kind of creepy crawly with wings. No, it wasn't Paul McCartney. I can see what I did there. Anyway, apologies. Haven't vlogged 2 days now because I went back to work, got very busy building a greenhouse. Took 2 full days. Finished at 9 o'clock on the Tuesday. Well, I didn't finish it. Finished because I had enough. It was 9 o'clock. I hadn't eaten all day. Or drank. And then I had to come and sort out my not wages, but my money. Pay the cab firm and see what I've got left. And that made it 10 o'clock before I got to eat anything. And the next day, I only had a window and a door. Well, let me tell you, the window and the door took nearly as long as the entire greenhouse. It's a shit greenhouse. Hell, man, don't go there. Honestly. The door, the handle, is supposed to go through it. There's a bar across the middle, and there's 2 sets of plastic windows, one at the top, one at the bottom. They join in the middle, and there's an aluminium strip there, which does something or other. And there's a gap. And I wonder what the gap was for, and I found out what. It's for the handle. Because the handle goes through the spindle, so there's a handle on each side, like that. There's no hole in the plastic. How are you supposed to get it through? Well, I had to cut a hole, didn't I? Shouldn't have to do that. So anyway, it's up, and then the window at the top opens. Yeah, that's good. There's no hinge. It just sits on the top, like that. Sits on the apex. It just rolls on itself, like that. You know, like a scissor. You can open it to certain angles, whatever you want, and then tighten it up and it stays there. Except it's not attached up there because there's no hinge. So today, I only had it open this much. There was no breeze. Went down because I had to attach it to the garage. It's poorly. Only been driving it a flipping week. Found out what the drips were. It was getting really, really bad. And then when we took it to the garage, it started going clunk, 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 clunk. So it's a bit more than just the radiator leaking, which is what it was. So thankfully, I don't have to pay for that because it's a company car. I sent the boss a text. She ain't got back to me. It's in the garage. It's either going to get done or it ain't going to get done. What you doing, mate? So that's good. So tomorrow, obviously, I shan't be working again. I should be back in furlough, as it were, but not really. So anyway, followed me up to the garage so that he could drive me back because there's no way I was walking back. So when I got back from here, from home, to home, can't speak, brain's going, where's the window? Oh, it's blown off. It's just hanging on the scissor thing. Honest to God, you couldn't make it up. Why would you make a window without a bloody hinge? So now I've got to go to all the trouble of buying a piano hinge or something and trying very hard. It's going to be very difficult to actually put it on. So drill holes in the aluminium, find nuts and bolts that will fit through. Will I be able to reach them? It's awful. If the plastic windows break, you've got to really basically take the roof off because you just can't start them out because the roof's in the way. So it's shit. Do not go there, people. I wanted to build it myself, put cement or concrete, some pillars in the ground, get sheets of laminate, screw it on, job's a good one. Dead easy. No. That little female voice of doubt niggle its way in. I bet I could have made it for less money as well, never mind. But we really want to talk about art, and in particular, mine. So here's the next painting from the other middle section. That's every 2 middle sections. That's because you got 4 sections. Yes, I know. Here we go. I'll have to go back a bit because it's a big one again. Ooh. 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 You can just about see it all. It's called Charlie and the Celts. This is Charlie. He's Celt. He's Fadden. And he's my brother-in-law. Rest in peace. Passed away a few years ago. This, I mentioned her before in the portrait. It's the portrait was called Violetta Chinaski because that's her alias. But it was then. She made films and things, calling herself that, and performed music, I think. Her real name is Christina Hidalgo Jaén. I think I said that correctly. If it didn't, please forgive me. So I've been reading that a lot of the Spanish are actually the Celts. They're the ones with the black hair, apparently. Because they did actually, Spanish Armada, the ships sailed around and got grounded in Ireland, didn't they? This is why they think Ireland has a predominance of black hair people because of the Spanish. So I don't know what came first, the Celts or the Spanish, or maybe it was like Britain being invaded at one side by the Norsemen and at the south side by the so-called French, who were actually Norsemen. So who came first? Chicken or egg? I don't know. So down there, it's moi. I claim Celtic heritage because of my Welsh roots. I mentioned that before. Also, because the name is Robinson, that's kind of Scandinavian. I was told by a Scandinavian. All names ending in son are Scandinavian. Yet another point to the Scandinavian invasions. It's funny, isn't it? When I was at school, junior school, we were taught that Britain has never been invaded. So untrue. When we learnt about the Normans, they weren't English, they invaded. The Romans, they invaded. Vikings, invaded. We're invaded left, right, and bloody centre. They did teach some shit back then, and they're probably still doing it now in different things. So anyway, on the other side of the painting, if I can move it over, can you see? There's my lovely wife, Charlie's sister. Of course, being Scottish is another Celt. And what else have we got down here? That's Manuela. Manuela Morales Arias. Who also Spanish and dark haired. Christina was fair haired. She didn't understand it either. But rather by, she was Spanish, so we're calling her a Celt. And Manuela was certainly black haired, or she was. If she dyes it now. Fair. I don't know. Anyway, this is very. Oh, look, got red and yellow, the Spanish flag up there, just to, confirm it. And also the alluding to a tartan. Oh, this up here. That's a monument that Manuela and Raphael made, celebrating so many years of Andalusian government, I think, self-determination, that kind of thing, devolution. and it's up in Hen, funnily enough. And name's Hen. Hollywood is in Hen. Oh, I'm not just a pretty face, you know. These things don't just happen. I work them out. Because I is brilliant. Anyway, Charlie and the Celts, oil on canvas, it says here, 85 by 85 centimetres. Done in approximately 2007. It might have been 2006. It was that year at uni, 2006/7. I can't remember which side of Christmas it was, or New Year, should I say. So there we are. That's your vlog for today. Again, apologies for not being there yesterday or the day before. So we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. I started this as something to do during the COVID lockdown thing. I stopped doing the self-portraits on Instagram because I went back to work. But I thought, well, there's so few paintings left now. Well, they're getting bigger. There's so few of them now that I might as well just carry on and finish. Mightn't I? You think? Yes, so I will. So that's going to be another 7-8 days maybe. And then I don't know what's happening after that. I'll probably just talk random art or the people's art maybe. But I'll certainly be talking about art. I haven't made any art myself for quite a while now, due to various reasons. Oh, and the drawers. I sorted them out today. They're beautiful now. Little containers, little things in the containers. It's not a mess anymore. Everything's like, oh, this felt like, oh, I could breathe. It was marvellous. And I turned around and I realized again, how does it happen? I don't know. It's a mystery. I've got these cereal packets to make stencils with, and then I've not done anything. I'm too busy. That's my excuse. You know, I've got to sort that out. Got to sort that out because that's really annoying me. Or the worktop, which is not a worktop because there's no top to work on anymore. It's covered in stuff. Got to be brutal. I keep begging my wife to be brutal in the house and get rid of all the stuff we've got there that we don't need, don't use, don't want. Got to do it here as well. I think I've got to spend the next 6 months to a year decluttering. Oh, you just, I could keep that, couldn't I? That could come in handy, couldn't it? No, it can't come in handy. What do? You don't do anything, so you don't need it, do you? No, you don't. So anyway, that's all for now, folks. Glad to be back. Fingers crossed. We'll see you tomorrow. Love all, hurt none. Walking soft shoes. See ya, babies. End.